Today we're in Milan and we're in search of two very interesting Roman ruins, so why not join us on this Milan journey? When you visit Milan, you don't think of Roman ruins, not like other Italian cities. But here we are looking for Roman ruins, and actually there's quite a few around the city if you know where to look.
This is a Roman column that's dated to 200 AD. But what's really interesting about this Roman column is the legend that's attached to it. It's quite a weird one. What's weird about this column is not just that it's an extremely old Roman column that's dated 200 AD. What's weird is the legend that surrounds it. This is the legend of Saint Ambrogio and the devil. Saint Ambrogio was being tormented by the devil, who was constantly trying to get him to sin and to tempt him. At some point, Saint Ambrogio just got really fed up with the devil being after him all the time. What happened is that he actually kicked the devil's bottom, poof, and the devil's horn got stuck into the column. Now the legend says that you can still smell the sulfur because come morning, the devil, who could not free himself from the column, vanished into smoke and sulfur. So let's give it a try. I don't smell a thing.
What's particularly interesting about this Devil's Column is the fact it became known as the Devil's Column because initially the column had been built to celebrate a Roman emperor rejecting pagan religions, and had been built on the order of the Pope, and for him to reject these religions in the 3rd century. People knew it was untrue. They didn't believe that this politician of the time, this emperor, was truly rejecting the pagan religions. They knew he still worshipped pagan gods, and they built this story around the hypocrisy of the time, just like we have hypocrisy in our politicians today and what they claim to believe in, but actually they're just mostly virtue signaling in many cases. And this was a similar kind of situation at the time, when they knew what that emperor was saying, rejecting these pagan gods, was a load of baloney. And in actual fact, he still believed them. So they built the story of the devil representing the evil and the hypocrisy surrounding this emperor and his claims of rejecting pagan gods.
Hello, can you hear me? The next place we're visiting are the ruins of a Roman circus.
This part of Milan appears to be quite medieval. The streets are very windy, and it's not the easiest to navigate, so we're trying to find the Roman Circus ruins, and we've gone around the block a few times, but I think we're almost there. We've arrived at the Roman Circus, and as you can see, there's not too much of it left, but at least they've kept some of it while they built plenty of apartments around it. It shows how big the circus was relative to the buildings that exist today. The Roman Circus behind me was built in the late 3rd century AD by the Emperor Maximianus. Just up the street from the Roman Circus, there's this bell tower that was also part of the Roman Circus, and dating back to the 3rd century. It's now part of the Chapel of San Maurizio, so they integrated the remains of this tower into the church after, I guess, the collapse of the Roman Empire. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's short video showing you these two Roman ruins in Milan. If there's any other Roman ruins in Milan that you're interested in us visiting, please leave a comment. And also we'd be interested to know of any others that you might be aware of in the area.
And please don't forget to like our channel, comment and subscribe.
Possibly this is the weirdest thing ever: Brazilian sushi.